I asked one man, do you ever kiss your daughters? He says, daughters? No ways. You don't kiss your daughters? No. How can I do that? I say, why not? I'm not talking about kissing them on the lips. No. We're talking about kissing them on the forehead, kissing them on the hand, embracing them, telling them, I love you so much, I miss you. Send them a message. Your daughters are growing up, your sons. How many of us have teenage sons? We never message them. They've got phones, they get messages from the whole world. They never got a message from dad. Maybe not even from mom sometimes. Message them, I'm at work thinking about you, love you, miss you. Wallahi, see what it does for you and your home. See. Don't be the old school. We say, how can I say I love you to my children? What do they mean? You know, I remember the old man, one day I gave a talk about how important it is to say I love you to your wife. He came back to me and he says, I've never ever said I love you to her. But I know she loves me. And I said, uncle, your generation is already gone. You are one of those who are fortunate to have remained behind. New generation, you need to say it 20 times a day, minimum. That's why everything is free, subhanallah. The internet, free. WhatsApp calling, free. Because they know you have to send it. But the problem is we send it to the wrong number. We send it to the wrong number. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive us, really. It's something important, something good to learn. Remember to use your tongue, just like dhikr of Allah is a very great act of worship. To say good words to your children is a very great act of worship. One day the Prophet ﷺ kissed Al-Hasan ibn Ali radiallahu anhu when he was a baby. That was his grandson. So Al-Aqra ibn Habis was sitting near him and he says, you kissed your grandson, I have 10 of them, I haven't kissed even one. The Prophet says, Man la yarham la yurham. Whoever doesn't show mercy will not be shown mercy. These are my children, these are my grandchildren, I will kiss them. So to kiss your children is a sunnah. It's an act of worship. It is an act of worship. If to kiss your children is an act of worship, imagine what type of an act of worship it would be to kiss your wife, Allahu Akbar, or husband, mashallah. May Allah help us. Please don't do that in public. It needs to be done in private. I always believe those who do it in public, in private, they don't really get along. This is just showing that we get along. Those who really love each other don't need to show, they know. So my brothers and sisters, this issue of reading the Quran in order to lead by example, even a little bit every day, to start your day with a good deed, to read a dua or two. How many of us sit to eat together as a family? How many of us? Very few. And we say, no, Singapore, you know, life is very difficult, it's fast, we need to go to work early. No, you make the time to have at least one meal together. Start off with Bismillah, aloud. How simple it is. That's the minimum dua. Minimum dua is to say Bismillah. If you want, you can say it in English. Oh Allah, I thank you for the meal you've given me. I thank you for the food that you've blessed us with and the drink that you've granted us. Say it so your children know that every time my father or my mother eats or drinks, they thank Allah. So let me do the same. And they relate it to Allah. Oh Allah, it's you who has blessed us with this. How many of us say Bismillah before we eat? We just munch straight. You bought your burger and it's in, gone. You've eaten it and that's it. No Bismillah. Sometimes it's so unhealthy, you are supposed to be saying A'udhu Billah. May Allah forgive us. Some of these fast foods are so unhealthy that you are supposed to be saying A'udhu Billah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us from the evil of the food. Astaghfirullah. None of us is perfect, but at the same time, these reminders should be able to encourage us.